This is a 2002 SLK 320. Mercedes-Benz made this obviously in 2002, and we're going to review it today. We're going to take a look at the engine, we're going to go through the interior, we're going to show you a little bit of what this car can do, and then we're going to take it for a drive. So here's the engine of the Mercedes-Benz. We're looking at a V6 here. It's got 2 spark plugs per cylinder, which is unusual because normally it's 1. So this car, give or take, produces around 240, 250 horsepower. And I gotta say, what I love about this, what this engine cover is, it's got the Mercedes-Benz logo that just comes down, and you can't see it there. There you go. It's a nice little add-on that just it brings the car together. It really makes it look really nice when your hood is up, and it makes everything look good. One thing that I have to say about this car is I love the interior. The interior is a 2-tone leather that I love. It complements the outside of the car. It complements everything about it. It's got the nice wood on both the center console and the wheel, and some of the door frame here. So it's very nice interior. Now, one thing I got to say about this car is, for being a coupe, it has amazing legroom and storage capacity. I mean, we've got the door nettings there, which is kind of an average thing. Look at the size of this glove compartment. It's pretty big. I cannot lie. That is a big glove compartment. Then we have our casual little netting here in between the seats. So all in all, I say the interior is top-notch stuff.
Go.
One more thing that I forgot to mention about this interior that I kind of have a love for is the cup holders. But trunk space is really good. Go ahead and remove this netting here, and it feels that, we have some good space. We're going to put this back because I'm going to show you something cool about this car. Now, this car is obviously a hardtop convertible, if you couldn't tell. The way it works is pretty simple. You have a large switch here in the center console that you hold back until the switch is completely turned off. You'll see that it lights up red, and when the red light goes off, that means that it's ready to go. So without further ado,
Would you look at that?
now granted, it is a little slow, but it works.
Go.
Well, now we know everything about the car that you would probably need to know, so let's go ahead and take it for a drive.
Let's begin.
So, this car, for the most part, is a very smooth driving vehicle. Steering is very smooth. We're here in a little residential park area, and it's a very smooth riding car. One thing I will say is, I'm not a very tall guy, and my buddy Drew is, and this is his car, and the seats are electronic, but the switch doesn't work. One of the quirks of Mercedes. So I can't adjust the seat at all, so I'm forced to sit back here, and somebody who is 6'4", and I'm 5'8", so I have to really stretch to reach anything. But I'm still comfortable, which is a good thing about this car. You don't have to worry about being out of place in this car, which that's another thing, is a man who owns this car is over 6 feet tall, and he fits in it really, really nice, and I'm small and I fit into this thing pretty good as well. So now we're parked in this little edge of nowhere. We're gonna get a little bit of gas and see how she launches. Let's test it. So, all in all, it's not a bad car. Mileage is kind of a different story. This thing's kind of a gas hog. The engine, in my opinion, could probably be downed a little bit for this car because it sucks up so much gas. We're talking at least like maybe 18 miles to the gallon highway and freaking 14 city. Like it's bad. But one thing that I do like about this car is the feeling of how important I am, even though I'm not. I mean, this car isn't that expensive at all. You can get these for relatively cheap, but you know, as far as other people concerned, I'm driving a brand new Mercedes. You know, people really don't pay attention to that. When they see the Mercedes logo, they're like, oh, okay, so he's driving a Mercedes. He must be, you know, hot shit. But no, just a man in a Mercedes. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this car on 3 categories: look, style, and performance. Look, it's very rounded on the outside, but the inside really makes up for it. I love the interior of this car, and honestly, I just can't get over these cup holders. That's just my favorite thing about this car. So, overall looks, I'm gonna rate this thing about a 6 out of 10. Now, next is performance, I think. I forgot my rating already, but performance, it's not bad. Like I said, gas mileage sucks, but it's fun while it lasts. So, fun factor and performance, I'm going to give a solid 8 out of 10. Now, styling, like interior and everything, that's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. I love the interior. The wheel is very nicely made. It's a car that tells you, hey, go buy a steering wheel cover, but, you know, you're not going to buy a steering wheel cover because you don't need one. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me on, like, styling and everything. So, honestly, that has been my review for the 2002 Mercedes-Benz SLK 320.